Niches. What are they? Why do you need them? Well, let me tell you what it's all about. It's about targeting a select group of people, having a concise message, answering all their concerns, all their questions, and that will make you money. But how do I get into a niche? What's a niche definition? That's why I'm here. I'm here to tell you, to teach you, to show you. I'm going to show you everything on my desktop. I'm going to show you how to identify a niche, how to go into a sub-niche, how to answer all their questions with a free tool, right? And know exactly what's going on in their mind. That is the most important thing. That is what you want to do. And I'm the guy to teach you. Let's jump onto my desktop and I'll take you through every single step. And you'll be a niche master at the end of this one. What you're seeing is a new account that I created for demonstration purposes. I've burned my fingers in the past by actually showing some of my income streams, what I'm doing, and then people go and copy exactly that. So I'm working off of theory at the moment, showing you guys what is working, what is not working, where to go, and things like that, right? So let's get started. So this is Clickbank.com. It's one of the world's biggest affiliate programs. They do both digital products, but then also physical products. And I'm going to show you when we go through the niches how you can actually, on this one platform, you can alternate in a niche and get like two sort of things, and we will focus on weight loss there. But the idea tonight, what we want to talk about is actually niches, right? So for me to talk about niches, let's go to marketplace. So right there at the top, I just click marketplaces. I think I've taken too long trying to connect everything, right? So in a few simple words, a niche is basically a category or a grouping of interest, right? So very broadly, these on the left hand side under categories, those are niches, right? So those are the different sort of broad niches that you can go into and where you can show interest. But to be successful in affiliate marketing, you have to focus on niching down, right? You need to sub-niche basically. So you can't focus on arts and entertainment, but you can focus on art, you can focus on body art, you can focus on fashion, you can focus on magic tricks, right? You can focus on photography, but even within photography, because photography to me is also a very broad niche. So photography, you can even go further down and go and do still photo photography or action photography and things like that. So that is what a niche is. It's a broad interest that people have that you want to target. And then when we niche down, and it's important to niche down, is to say, all right, what is more specific? Because the better you niche down or you focus on a particular portion of that niche, the better you will actually do with conversions, right? So it comes down to having a very specific message for a very specific audience. Okay, so let's quickly go to health and fitness. Right, so health and fitness, so what you'll see here is under health and fitness, these are basically niches, right? I won't even say it's sub-niches, it's still big niches, because look at that, strength training, sleeping and dreaming remedies, these are mostly health remedies or home remedies, mental health, men's health, all of these are still very broad niches, right? So where we can look at what is a little bit more defined as a sub-niche is, let's go to diets and weight loss. Now it's going to give me all the offers, and I'm just going to talk broadly before I explain to you somewhere in this tutorial how to use Clickbank, right? But yet again, let's think about niches. Let's think about what are people interested. So in affiliate marketing, we're trying to solve questions or issues that people have. So people come to the internet looking either for videos or for content to answer questions or to solve problems that they have, right? So you can see the different sort of stuff. So here's, for argument's sake, a sub niche of weight loss. It's like keto diet, right? So keto diet is a very specific movement basically within the weight loss niche, where people are doing very specific diets to actually lose weight. So that is a sub niche, and that is where I want you guys to start thinking at. Not just weight loss, not just general weight loss, but very specifically, right? So you can even go further down and just say keto diets for beginners, keto diets for people over 40, over 50, males, females, children. So those are the sort of things where you need to think of when you're thinking of niche, sub-niche, and really niching down, right? The more specific you get, the better your conversions. Remember that. Look at this. Here's a soup diet. So I can promise you, and I'll show you a tool. I'll somehow open it so long. You guys can't see it, but I will show you now when I switch my screens. Where you can find all the burning questions that your audience might have. So soup diet is another one. Smoothie diet could be another one. So everything related to smoothie diet and things like that. Let's look at another one. So Cinderella Solution was one of the top sellers for a while on this platform, right? So I've marketed this myself through Facebook advertising, and I made a couple of dollars off of that as well. So look at this, eat the fat off, because a lot of people again would think that you have to starve yourself if you want to lose weight, and that's not necessarily the truth, right? So that is another section that you can look at. Over 30 hormone solution. So weight loss connected to hormones, and specifically people over 30. So that's a nice little niche market that you can identify. People over 30 struggling with their hormones, struggling to lose weight. So if you do your targeting and positioning correctly and you get into that traffic sources, that is how you will get very high conversions. You might not have the numbers like weight loss. Weight loss has millions and millions of potential customers, but it also has millions of competitors, and everyone is just chasing the broad niche. But if you niche down, and that's probably one of the best examples that I can give you tonight, is to say this is within the weight loss niche. This targets people over 30. So everyone under 30 already out of your target market, right? And then it's not just over 30 people that over 30 years old, but it's people with hormone related conditions, or think that hormones are the reason why they're not losing weight and they're looking for a solution. And that's where you target them. So now you might say, how do I start to investigate my niche? So I just quickly want to jump back on this. Let's see if I can do I've got logins for this, but let's see if I can do a search, right? Let's just put hormone weight loss. Alright, so before going into the 30, because 30 is just the age range, right? So we must say, what are the sort of questions that our target audience is actually asking? And this is where we get to it. So hormone weight loss. Let's see what it jumps onto. So on this website called answerthepublic.com, you can make a note about that. There you can see it as well, answerthepublic.com. There we can actually look at a visualization of all the stuff. How this also works is right at the top here. You can see questions that your customers might ask, prepositions, comparisons, alphabetical list, and then maybe some related stuff as well. You can download it into a CSV file, so an Excel file, or then a Google document file. And then what I will do is I'll just put it in a different visualization for you, and this will make a lot more sense. This is nice to visualize the sort of stuff, because what they do is the why questions, the when, the will, the what, the who, are, where, which, how, can, right? It's a nice layout, but for this purpose, I think this is quite nice. So this is a sort of questions, and how they populate it is they take searches through all the different platforms, and they compile it into this one website, and they give you the option then to actually look at your target market in a different way. So remember, the only thing that we didn't bring in here, because it's too specific, is hormone weight loss for over 30s, right? So the only thing you need to do with this content is put it into an older sort of target market. That's the only thing. But your customers or your target market is potentially asking these questions, and these work on all sorts of niches, right? So if you want to do dog training, if you want to do relationship stuff, if you want to do other weight loss things, all of that works within this site to give you a lot of insight, a lot of content ideas. Okay, so the first one is, what is hormone weight loss? So if you start, so now think about traffic generation, right? Because you need to start talking to your audience to resonate with them, so that they will start trusting you. They will see that you actually know what their pain points are. You can answer that, and by answering all of this, you drive them to trust you, to trust in what you say, and start buying what you tell them to buy, or go and see the product that you're recommending, right? So what is hormone weight loss? So you would jot that down as something to answer, either in a video, in a blog post, on your website, on a Facebook comment, if you've got a group or a page. You can go and do Quora, the sort of things that we've spoken about, and we'll get more into traffic generation after we've done the technical stuff about what sort of platforms is there that we can use, how to set up a domain name, how to get hosting, what sort of platforms. And I don't want you to spend any money before you've gone through all of the technical stuff, understand the pros and the cons, and that's what I'm going to show you guys, right? So now I just want to open your mind to targeting the right audience, answering the questions that they might have. So what I've done in the past is that you can go to all of these questions, dot them down, right? Now my favorite site is called Fiverr.com, and the reason for that is because you can get anything done by anyone on that website. So let's say you are working a 9 to 5, you realize where your focus needs to be and where the money is really at. Now if you take this question, what is hormone weight loss, you can go and Google it, and you can find different sources, and you can populate an answer to that will make sense, to understand that there's an imbalance. It might be the thyroid that's causing it, right? So it's LH and TH and things like that that is out of balance, that you need to put back in balance. So if you balance that out, you'll start losing weight. It might be other hormones, right? So like testosterone, estrogen, things like that might be out of balance. Because now you can split your over 30s into a women portion and a men portion. So within the same, so if you go the targeting route, you can even target the separate sexes as well, but with the same sort of thing, because the hormones specifically in this one might be different. And how you would realize that is through your research that you start doing. So when you start looking at what is hormone weight loss, can hormones affect weight loss, right? So can hormones cause weight loss? So if you have too much testosterone, you might lose weight faster, and your metabolism might be higher. So that might be someone that wants to actually pick up weight, but because their hormone balance is out, they're actually losing weight, right? So all of that. So look at this. Can hormones block weight loss? Okay, so these are all content ideas that you can bring out on a blog or on a website or so forth. Now you go down and you can look at what hormone causes weight loss. If you answer that and you have a solution, and we'll look at that now, I'm going to show you the page and things like that, because what I'm going to teach you guys is the shortcut to this whole system. Alright, so no fluff, straight to the point. I'll tell you where to spend money, where not to spend money, and things like that, where to focus your attention and where not to focus your attention, right? So you dot all of this down, you get into what is this market about? Is this where my passion lies, right? Is this what I want to focus on? Will it be a nice money making? Weight loss is money making, especially now in January, February. People want to lose weight. It's all their New Year's resolutions and things like that. Okay, so let's look at the offer, right? So I'm just gonna, I have to reshare my screen, sorry, because you guys can only see the affiliate offer. We're gonna jump back and forth. So this is what your customers will actually see. So the offer. What I like to do is I sit and watch the sale page. Alright, I sit and think as the customer, would this grab my attention, right? So the sound is off, but we can just click it and play it, right? So now it talks, tells me what the thing is. And remember, especially on these products on Clickbank, there's a lot of building up. It's an American way of actually selling. So watch the video, see if you can resonate with it. Think if you were the customer battling with weight loss and maybe had hormone issues, is that what you would actually buy? Alright, read through this whole thing, and then if you say yay, this is what I want to do, then you go back to, I'm just gonna scroll back. I wish it was easier to actually do this. Just move from one to the next. So then we're going to go back to Clickbank, and what you will see here for that offer, the average commission is $74, right? So for every one person that buys the product, you can potentially make $74. On Clickbank itself, what you should look at is gravity. Alright, this means it's like a ranking system that they use internally, and a 37 is quite good. But what you will see, if I rank these stuff by gravity, you will see there's ones with a lot better gravity. You see that one has 428. But with this as well comes a lot more competition, because there's more guys doing these offers. So there you can see higher gravity, meaning that it converts well, and there's a lot of people promoting it, and it makes an average of $45. So if you want to use Clickbank, and this is just a jump into the future, if you want to use Clickbank, the only thing that you do is you hit the promote. It will give you a pop-up. It's going to give you fields to fill in if you want to put identifiers on it, so that you know if you have different traffic sources and things like that, or you have a specific product on a page, that you know it's that product actually making you money. Alright, here you can also see that the following product, that Okinawa flat belly tonic, right, has a gravity of 320, and you can make more money with it. So this is what I want to teach you guys, is it's as easy or as difficult to sell a product that will make you this sort of commission than this sort of commission, right? The Smoothie Diet 21 Rapid Weight Loss Program is as easy or as difficult to get conversions as it is on this one, right? And this will just pay the bills a lot easier. I've made one video where I said to the guys, the focus should be on $274 a day. Alright, $274 a day, and you'll make $100,000, which is 1.5 million rand a year currently, right? And the easier way to get there is selling 2 of these products a day. 2 of these products a day will get you there in a year, as easy as that. Alright, so for 365 days a year, if you sell 2 of these, you bang on the money, you'll make $100,000. Easier said than done. especially if you start off. But that is what I would have done differently if I started now from scratch. Is I would start promoting products that would pay $126 commission versus a $27 commission. I started off with a lot of Amazon where the commission rates were about 10%. A lot of these are running at 30, 40, 50% commissions. The other thing that you would also want to look at, right, is something like a recurring or a rebill. So what makes this offer so lucrative for people is that they're making $45 the first sale, and then every month when these people stay on the program or so, they get charged, or the affiliate makes another $21. So just think about it this way, right? So that's the difference between this once off 126 versus this 45 with a monthly potential of 21 per customer. So instead of starting each month from scratch, it's like sales, right? So every month in my company, we start the month off on a fresh zero balance against the budget. But what if we had customers that each month gave us the $21, right? If we had 10 of those, we already had $210 coming in passively. We don't have to do anything else to that customer. That money is just coming in. And what we do is at the top of our system, we just keep on putting traffic in and let the system convert the customer. Then that 10 customers recurring will be 15, and then they might become 20, and then 25, and then 30. And so your base will grow, and you'll have the once-off big sales as well. And that is how quickly you make $100, $200, $300 days. All right, that's how it's possible, and that's where I want you guys to actually focus. Okay, I hope you guys are still following. I hope it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, don't worry. I'm going to give you some time to ask questions, and we're going to take it from there. So in a nutshell, what we're looking at is a niche market, right? And a broad niche is weight loss. If you niche down once, it could be a specific thing like keto diet, right? Or soup diet, or maybe exercise to lose weight and things like that. That is one level down. But then the example that we looked at is hormone weight loss for over 30-year-old people. That is really taking it to the next level, and that is where you really start getting to know your customer base or potential customer base. And that is where I want you guys to start thinking at. Alright, so it's not wrong if you just go soup diet or keto or things like that, but just realize that there is more competition at that level, but it's not undoable. Alright, so let me quickly show you whilst we're in Clickbank how you can get physical products. So on the left hand side, so basically I'm just in the marketplace area. The only thing that I did change is I changed on gravity. So we just clicked on the categories in weight loss, and it brought us there, and we just scrolled down, we found the 30 and over hormone sort of product. We then went up, we changed it to gravity, and then now I want to show you you can have these selections. So I required to sell a physical product. Alright, so now it's going through, and look at that, this keto product, and that's why it's a rebill, is a physical product. So it might be a pill or anything like that that they're actually selling to the customers. What you also see here is, I'm going to open that in a new tab. Right, let's quickly show you guys the affiliate side of things. So I don't think you have to do everything yourself. If you promote a proper product, they will give you a lot of the resources, right? So you will enter your details here, and they will send you access to their tools. So what they're saying basically here is, if you give them the details, they'll give you tools to make this sort of income. Alright, I can almost promise you there are guys making a lot of money on Clickbank, right? These numbers though, I can promise you, is from their account. So it's the diet company's account, because you get a vendor account. Are you guys seeing the same? Yeah, you guys are seeing the same thing. So you actually get a vendor account and you get an affiliate account, right? So these guys that's offering the products, I can promise you those earnings are from the vendor account. Alright, but guys are making $1,000 a day on Clickbank, right? So that is possible. I use it, but to a lesser extent. Alright, so I use Clickbank, but to a lesser extent. I will show you guys in the weight loss niche, if that is where you want to go, the sort of affiliate programs and things that I use to make money.